Hey everyone, welcome to this week's guitar lesson where we're going to be looking at how to tune a guitar. Now there are many different tunings for guitar, but we're going to focus on standard tuning. This means our tuning will be E, A, D, G, B and E. I'm going to take you through the steps of how we tune our guitar. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell. That way you will get weekly guitar lessons and it also helps my channel grow massively. So today we're going to be tuning to E standard. If you already know your string letters, then you will know that the top string we need to tune to an E. Our second string we need to tune to an A. Third string will be a D. Fourth will be a G. Fifth will be a B. And the sixth will be the high E. If you don't know your string letters already, there's an easy way to remember that order. Eddie, A, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. What I'm going to use for this lesson is my tuner pedal. You may have a clip-on tuner that clips on the end of your guitar, or you may just have a physical tuner that you plug a cable into. They all work in pretty much the same way, okay? The clip-on tuner is mainly more popular, so as I'm demonstrating with my pedal, I'll also relate to how it works with a clip-on tuner. If you've got a clip-on tuner, then what you do is you turn it on, and then you should be able to cycle through different settings on the clip-on tuner. So it may have a C, which means chromatic. You may press the button and it goes to G, which means guitar. It might go to B, which is bass, U, ukulele, etc, etc. What you really want is to set your tuner to chromatic, clip it onto the head of your guitar, have it so it's pointing at you, and then it should be ready to go to tune. So I'm just going to now turn my tuner pedal on. So now the screens on my tuner pedal and your clip-on tuner, or whatever tuner you are using, should look exactly the same. Okay, so I have now put this guitar out of tune and we're going to tune it together. So this top string we need to tune to E. So what I want you to do is pick your top string, so your E string, and then the tuner will tell us what tuning it is in at the moment. So for me, the tuner is showing just past a C. E is after C, so what we need to do is tune up. So what we do is we pick it again and we turn our tuner peg. So what I recommend you do, because sometimes the guitars may be strung in a different way, is look at your E string, follow your E string along all the way to the head of the guitar, and then it should wrap around a post or a peg. Once you have found that, that's the tuner peg that you need to turn. It's one of these. Okay, so what I want you to do now is turn that peg. Okay, so I've turned it a little bit, and as you can see we're coming up to D sharp, so we're almost there. We've gone C to D sharp and we need to get to E. Now what you might have done is picked it and turned, and we might have gone down, so rather than going C to D sharp we might have gone C to B. If that's the case, then obviously you just need to turn your tuner peg the other way. So let's continue tuning up. Okay, so what I recommend is if you're at a C or a C sharp and you need to get to the E, really don't hesitate doing some big turns, okay? And then once you get to where we are at the moment, which is it's at almost at an E, and then you do slightly smaller turns. Okay, and then if you move past the E, then you just turn the peg the other way and then get it so the line on the tuner is dead in the middle, and usually it lights up green on most tuners. So we're going to repeat that step for the A string. So you can see it's at a G sharp, so it's not massively far out, but we need to start turning that peg again. Let's follow the string across. Okay, so that's my second peg there. Pick it and turn. What I recommend you do is pick, turn, pick it again, see where we are. So we're almost at an A. A little bit of a turn. Okay, so we're at an A there. Next string is a D. So at the moment we're dead on a C. So let's pick and turn. C sharp. Pick and turn. Pick again. So we are almost coming up to a D. So we need to turn a little bit more but smaller. Okay, and we are there. We're at a D. Perfect. Next string that we need to do is a G. We are at a F at the moment, so let's turn it up. F sharp, pick and turn, pick and turn. So now we're moving on to our B string. Okay, so in this easy way of remembering it, it's the Eddie ain't dynamite goodbye, so we're on the bye. Okay, so now for this string we're at a C, so we've gone past our B. So what we want to do is go down this time. Okay, so let's go down. You can see the line moving. It says B. Okay, and then we are now at a B. Something to be careful of and that I've observed with some students is when you see the letter, so for that case it would be B, it needs to be in the middle and be lighting up green. Okay, if you're all the way to the other side, it might still say B, but you're not really in tune. Okay, so it's easy to see B and think you are, but really we need to go to the middle and get that green light coming up. So last string, we are at a D sharp. So the note after D sharp is an E, so we need to go up. Okay, turn the peg. Okay, so that is in tune. So we have tuned all 6 of our strings. What I tend to do is just go back to the top and check them again. Quite often when you tune some of the strings, it puts some of the others out. Okay, so we just need to go tidy up. Okay, so our E's gone slightly out now, so let's tidy it up a little bit. Okay, and then our A, and then our D, our G's in fine, our B's fine, and our high E is fine. So what we have just done there will be exactly the same on your clip-on tuner if it's to the chromatic setting. So the important things here is to know your string letters and also to follow the string across to the right tuner peg. One other important note is, for example, this high E string, it is possible to tune this all the way down to our E octave. Okay, so this is pretty loose now. So it's important that if you are showing E and the string is quite loose, certainly for these bottom strings, that means we're at the wrong E essentially, and we need to keep tuning up. Okay, so these G, B and E strings are generally the tightest strings on the guitar. Okay, so what we want them to be is when we tune up, then if you move the string, it's quite tight. Okay, it's just an important thing. Can trip you up. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm in E. Actually, it's not quite the right E. Okay, we're on the low E. So we're now in tune and we are good to play some songs. Thanks for tuning into this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, click the like button, click the subscribe and then click the bell and you'll be notified each week for new guitar lessons.